Today we'll be doing a 10K Q&A, which I never ever thought that this day would ever come. So when I started YouTube 3 months ago, I made a goal to reach 1,000 subscribers in a year. And here I am with 10,000 of you. Today, this Q&A session, I would like to share my answers and tips and perhaps inspire you if you are also on your journey in design, content creation, or anything similar. So Kaushik Murali has asked, what gear do you use for recording audio and video? So for audio, I have my mic here. It's a Rode NT USB, along with a mic stand that I ordered custom made from China. I kind of try to keep my setup simple. As for video, I have my camera here, which is a Sony a7 Mark III, and also I have a light here, which is a Godox SL60W with a softbox, so that the lighting is less harsh on my face. What happens in the background before creating a video? I will usually think of a video idea that excites me first. If the video idea doesn't excite me, then I would put it in a backlog on Notion, preferably a video that makes me want to get out of my seat and start filming right away. And that's the kind of video that I look forward to making every day. I will also outline the points on Notion and try to look for some references or ideas and inspiration that goes into this video, plan ahead on what I need to prepare. So if there are any B-rolls that I need to film before creating this video, then I will need to plan that in Notion as well. I will list it down one by one. My editing process typically takes from 2 to 4 nights. I find that I work better when I do one video at a time instead of batch filming it. Yu asks, congrats, how do you monetize and what's the most important metrics to start monetizing apart from subscribers? I monetize the video when there are 4,000 watch hours on YouTube and also 1,000 subscribers. When you reach those 2 milestones, you get to be monetized on YouTube. I do not agree that subscribers are a sign that you are successful or not. At the end of the day, you are making content that you want to help people, bring value. The quality of your content is what matters. The rest doesn't matter. The next one, Saul, I hope I pronounced your name correctly. So super amazing achievement and really inspired by your journey. Thank you. Curious about how do you market your channel, i.e. how do you reach more of your target audience? I basically ask all my friends to subscribe to my channel on Instagram, and my family members would ask my relatives to subscribe to my channel as well. That's the first step to 50 subscribers. I would only post one type of content if it fits the target audience in that area. The algorithm favors great content, and if your content is great, then people will promote your content for you. Another place that I market my channel is my LinkedIn. I will only post when I really think that the video is going to help someone. For example, my video on how you can design your own case study or your resume. That is something that I believe many job seekers are going to benefit from. So that is why I share on LinkedIn. So basically, I share something to help someone, not because I want people to subscribe or follow me. How long does it take to create a video and what editing tools do you use? I create a video in less than a week. Sometimes it takes longer, sometimes it could be in a day. The editing tool that I use is Final Cut Pro. How do you find your audience? So Matt Devella has shared in his course, what is the content that the junior you wish you have seen in the past? So for me, when I started out, I was an aspiring designer. I didn't know what to expect in a job. I was looking for real content, authentic, honest content. So that's a principle that I've always stuck to in all my videos. I try to be as honest, as transparent as possible. Since I'll be creating content for a long time, I might as well create content that I really love that would also help my target audience. I may have sidetracked a little bit, but Sal, I hope I answered your question. And to put it simply, how I find my audience is by looking backwards at myself, and I wish to create content for that old me. So next one would be questions from IG story. So the first one is from Stella Ong. How do you plan your videos? Spoiler alert, I do not really plan them. I typically have a video idea only a few days before I actually film them. And that also depends whether I'm still excited to make that video idea I had a few days ago. So if I'm no longer interested in that video idea, I tend to drop it, and I will just continue to think of another idea that excites me that would also help my audience. So Archie asked, what are you going to do to celebrate when it's 100k? I think for 100k, I will still ask for a cake. Maybe 2 cakes, right? I don't know, but 10k already feels impossible to me. I don't even dare to think about 100k, so probably just 2 cakes. So Theo might ask, which African country or countries would you like to visit in the future? I would like to visit Cape Town because I've seen photos of it and it really looks really beautiful, and I hope one day I could visit it when the pandemic is kind of over. So Tanusha asks, how in your life did you know that you started to share all your knowledge with people around the globe? I started off by sharing sessions, giving talks to people in my office and also in the community in Malaysia. I realized I like sharing long-form content with people. That gave me a sense of accomplishment, and I feel like, to put it simply, I enjoy storytelling a lot. One of my bucket lists is to give a TED Talk. I am not qualified to give a TED Talk yet, but at least what I can do right now is start a YouTube channel and just share my thoughts and ideas with the world. I'm really happy that at least one of my videos have resonated with one of you or has brought value to you. So thank you for supporting me on my channel so far. Lukman Afif asks, how do you get ideas to create content on YouTube? Sometimes ideas come out of nowhere when I'm taking a shower, before I sleep, or after my morning coffee. So when those ideas hit, I will just write it down quickly somewhere. Another way that I found really useful is just to ask people, like a designer, how you would get user feedback for your product. I'll ask people like, what do you want to know? What is the pain point that you're facing right now? And basically from those questions or comments that you guys given me on my channel, I actually write down all of your questions in my Notion document called a question bank. And in the question bank, I segregated all my content into buckets. Since I couldn't reply to every single question that you guys have asked, what I can do is just to bucket them together, hoping that one day I could get to these videos, create these videos. But when I make a content on YouTube, I make sure that I balance my excitement with value to you guys. So if it's a video that I'm really excited to make, how might I create it in such a way that it will also bring value to you, that you have some tips or ideas to take away before you close the video. So that's pretty much my guiding principle when I create a content. Pei Hui asks, hi, what do you think of the Google UX design course? Will it be recognized in Malaysia? To be honest, I have not taken any UX course, so I'm not the best person to advise on this. I would highly recommend you ask someone who has already taken the course before. I'm sure there are a few YouTubers here that also has took the course, or you can ask on Twitter as well. If you think that you need some courses to help strengthen your fundamental skills, then go ahead, go and take the course, right? So Tasik has asked, what keeps you motivated day in and day out? Actually, every day when I wake up, I will tell myself that we will all die one day. And precisely because we will all die one day, I would like to accomplish the things that I would want to accomplish before I actually die. So one is my bucket list, to impact people, to build an indie product. The second thing is my family that keeps me going, my loved ones, my friends and family. Yeah, basically those are the 2 things that keep me motivated. So Ubat Zayat asks, learning wireframing, prototype and basic Figma, would it be enough for a UI UX designer, or do we have to learn more? Yes, if you really want to be a great designer, you really want to be excellent at your craft, learn as much as you can. The beauty of this industry and product design is that there is no limit to what you can learn. For soft skills, there are like communication skills, storytelling skills, user research skills. You can learn about UX principles, you can dive deeper into interaction design. So many things that you can learn, and I don't feel like you should limit yourself to just wireframing, prototyping, and basic Figma skills. Diana Kaur asks, how do I know if UX is for me? How to know if UI is the right field for one? If you're watching this and you're contemplating whether you should go for UI UX design or not, I would suggest you to grab your favorite product, screenshot it, and put it on Figma and replicate the screen one by one. For example, if it's Instagram or Facebook, just try and replicate that so that you know if you actually like the process of that. So feel free to watch the day in the life videos of these designers. I also have one video that I've also made about my day in the life as a designer. Being a designer does not mean that you just design pretty things. You are actually problem solvers. So if you think problem solving is something that you like, most probably designing could be something fun for you. At the end of the day, no matter what career path that you choose, make sure that you actually like doing it, because you are likely going to stick to it for a long time. How do you deal with burnouts? I usually pull through it. Even though I'm having a burnout, like, I will still sit through it and hope that one day it will go away. I'm not the best person to advise anything about dealing with burnouts, but I do get them quite frequently. What I would always do is take a short break, try and read up content that I really enjoy reading, solopreneurship, or anything along the lines of building stuff or building SaaS products. Basically do things that I enjoy. I would also go on food trips to eat a lot. Klein in the Bay asks, how do you edit your videos? Did it take a lot of practice? After I film my videos, I will usually patch my audio and video together in Final Cut Pro. I will basically tackle it from the angle like, what do I want my audience to get out of this video? If it's a tutorial, I'll try to make my videos as clear as possible. And for example, if it's a video that is more cinematic, I will try to enhance the lighting. I will try to add filters to my videos so that they look slightly more dramatic and cinematic. And also, most importantly, I will try to plan my videos ahead. One day before filming, I will write that down on my Notion to make sure I get all the footages correctly. So while I'm editing my videos, if I run into a block where I don't know how to achieve this effect or how do I use this tool, I will do a quick search on YouTube or Google, which I call it just-in-time learning. I just need to know the bare minimum to start cutting videos and piecing them up together. Did it take a lot of practice? Yes, it did. Some of my videos took 8 hours to 12 hours of editing time. I'm the kind of person that after work, I'll start editing my videos and I will not leave my chair until I finish editing it. And I was just thinking to myself, like, why did I choose this in the first place, right? Sometimes I lose sleep and I sleep really late because I struggle to achieve a video effect. But as time goes by, the more you do something, the more you practice, the faster you improve. Rohan Sagar asks, how many hours did you prepare to get ready for a UX job? So you can watch my other video on how I became a self-taught designer in 3 months. I would say that the more hours that you prepare, the better. The chances are right now the job market is really saturated. If you really want a job, then you will need to put in the hours. Joe Mel Niels asks, Rachel, please can you be my mentor? I'm new to the UX design world. I would love to be your mentor, but right now the only mentorship that I can afford to do is to continue to make content on YouTube. However, if you want a free mentorship, you can go on adplist.org. They have really great designers there that would be able to help you. So the next question is, do we need to start with learning UI design first to become a UX designer? I would suggest to learn both, because a product is made out of both UI and UX. You cannot be good at one and then ignore the other. It doesn't work that way. So UI and UX works hand in hand. So yes, learn both at the same time. For example, if you design a kick-ass landing page that's really pretty, but you are not able to make the user experience friendlier, then people would still drop off anyway. And also, to add on to that is that soft skills and technical skills are equally important. You can be great at Figma, you can be great at After Effects. If you lack the soft skills to communicate your ideas, or the skills to talk to your users, ask for feedback, or even the soft skills to just work with your product managers, product owners, or your engineers. So those are equally important. And this is why this role is so interesting, because it is not strictly just about aesthetics. It's also about the way you work with people, the way you conduct an interview, a research, and there are many more to this than just designing. So thank you so much for supporting my channel for all these months. I wish to continue creating content that are still useful and helpful to you. I am leaning towards making more videos on design, on solopreneurship, like for example, how a designer can make money on the internet and not just limited to just design, maybe building products. I'm also leaning towards productivity videos, like how you can save time with maybe a software or maybe some other life hacks that I learned along the way. So let me know if these kind of content are gonna be fun for you as well. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!